What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 74th stream. 74 already. Should get to 100 before the end of the season, maybe. This is the final stream, most likely. I can't see me streaming. Well, definitely not streaming before Game Week 19. Right? It's Game Week 19 tomorrow, probably the last stream before Christmas. And I reckon it's going to be a cracker. Do you get it? Because this is a cracker. It's Christmas. Anyway, I know I said Christmas jumper, but it feels like it's about 1,000,000 degrees in my house. And this hat is already bad enough. I've even had to pull the... It's supposed to be like this. My head's too big, so I've had to pull it down so it covers my head. Awful, really. Awful, really. I didn't prepare for this at all. What are we going to talk about? Probably a load of rubbish. I've got Disaronno for this evening. Special Christmas stream. Can't be dealing with beer tonight, so we've got some Disaronno. If Disaronno want to sponsor me, let's do it. I'm open for suggestions. Send me an email. But yeah, boys, it's going to be Game Week 19 chat. I've got 2 free transfers. I've got some ideas about what I want to do, but I don't know exactly what I want to do. I haven't quite decided yet. But I guess we've got to talk about Morata, Kane, the Power 5 midfield. Pogba's back. De Bruyne looks excellent bet right now. Oh my god, this hat's already doing my head in. Even though I wore it the other day. I've really messed it up. Ah, sod it. It'll do. I need to bring in De Bruyne. Maybe I do. So, I know it's easy to say when you haven't actually done it. But I had almost talked myself into getting rid of Kane. And I was going to bring in De Bruyne. Adam Dury, Merry Christmas to Andy and all the fans at Let's Talk FPL. You legend. Cheers, Adam. Always in the streams. Yeah, I was in the FPL family stream earlier. I was actually setting this up. I was in there for a little bit. Had to bail just to get the hat and stuff, but yeah, it's good stuff, those two. Go and check them out if you haven't already, but make sure you wait till the stream's over. But yeah, cheers, Adam. Appreciate that. I've forgotten what I was chatting about now. Oh, yes. Pretending that I taught myself into taking Kane out. So I was going to do Kane out. De Bruyne in for Loftus-Cheek, Charlie Austin in, and then I'm going to make a defensive change this week no matter how many other transfers I make, because I need to make one. I don't want to play me. Duffy's injured. Duffy's suspended. And Maguire's got Man United at home, so I don't really want to play him. When will this stream end? I love that that's like one of the first questions I get. It's almost like you want it to end. You're watching, but you just don't want to watch any longer. I don't know when it will end. I started a bit earlier with the idea or thinking to try and make it 2 hours. We haven't done a long stream for a while. That's if my phone holds out before it dies or the connection drops or anything. But my idea was to do a 2-hour bumper stream till 11, as it's Christmas, and mostly because I got a half bottle of Disaronno to drink, so we'll see how it goes. But yes, big welcome to everyone in the stream. I didn't say hi yet. There's let's just do a little bit of housekeeping before we do anything else. If you haven't already, appreciate if you like the stream. Extra likes today because it is Christmas. Subscribe if you haven't already, and there's 5 polls now. I made most of them. Most of them are kind of what are you doing with X player, but there's quite a lot of there's a lot of decisions being made by people, and obviously a lot of people have got the same template players. They're looking at bringing in Man United, West Ham defenders. So we basically got what are you doing with Morata, what are you doing with Kane, which West Ham defender, Smalling or Jones, and are you going for a Power 5? I feel they're kind of the 5 biggest questions probably this week. There's probably others you could put in, but just remember I only have X amount of room to create the polls, so that's what I went with. Lots of people, I thought I saw someone said they were in Iraq earlier. Fair play if you're tuning in from Iraq. The measurements are bad. The only downside about having to have everything up here to do this, it's got no ice. Shout out from Trinidad. How's it going, Richard? Toronto. Matthew Higgins, how's it going? That's an okay measurement, I think. It's a big glass. Now, Orla doesn't have the other half of the bottle. She has, I think she's on wine. Could be wrong. I've got no stirrer either. No, I like Disaronno and Coke. Fine, just... I've got Coke Zero. But that's only because I bought them anyway, and I wasn't planning on drinking Disaronno. And then when I had Disaronno, I wish I had like normal Coke, but it'll do. It'll do. Belfast, Finland, oh my god. Is it Namibia? Namibia. That's how you spell it. Is it on? Oh my god. I'm gonna embarrass myself. In my head, I can. Oh, I'll give it up. What was your name? Namibia. That's what I've got in my head. Don Biggs. Anyway, how's it going? Apologise for messing the country name up, but cheers. Not really a big fan of Pepsi Max. Oh, that's decent. It's decent, that. Is Cy prying tonight? He's definitely not going to be in after Bristol City 1. Let me message him a sec. I'll just say that you're asking after him, Fozzie. Djibouti. Yeah, Africa, basically. Sunny Dublin, how's it going? As always, I'm in rainy Galway. Oh, there is someone from Iraq. You from Iraq or you just in Iraq? Merry Christmas, Jamie. I don't know if we'll... to be honest, I don't know if we'll talk any FPL tonight. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't do the old questionnaire there. Thoughts on captain picks? I'm going Sterling. But I think Man City look good this week. There's no other real standout picks, I'd say, this week. Ah, Si's already on. There you go. Steve Nichols, Bristol City fan. What did I think of the game? I saw about the first 60 minutes. I had to go driving after that. I was not surprised to see the medal. That first goal, was it Brian, the left back, or left winger, number 3? Great finish. To be fair, City were much better than I remember seeing them. Don't ever remember seeing Bristol City play that well before. I can't say too much about how good they were because Cy is in the chat now and he's a Bristol Rovers fan. And he's probably quite upset at seeing how well the other team were playing. Nah, not an Uber driver. Just had to go and pick up the missus. That's why I didn't stream last night. It's just a bit late when I got home. So normally I wanted to stream earlier in the week, but it's just Christmas and all that jazz, basically. I was looking at... I should do a shout out to all the FPL accounts that are trying to keep up with content over the Christmas period, because it's a nightmare. Like I said to you before, like the problem with FPL content is it's only as good as the game week until the game week's passed. So like when the deadline passes tomorrow, people are going to have to be basically like making videos and stuff on Christmas Eve or Saturday night, which kind of sucks. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. No Christmas jumper because it's 1,000,000 degrees in my house. I can't quite get the thermostat settings how I like them. If I wore it, it would have been off in like 5 minutes. So I just went with a Christmas hat on my big head. Your new place looks tidier than before. That's only because you can see behind my shoulders. If you can see everywhere else in this room, even my desk, you wouldn't think so. In fact, can I show you my desk? Hang on. There's all the drinks there. And here's other crap. See all that crap. Plenty of rubbish around. Shave your beard. Nah. Shane is still down. I know, I need to put my picture up and Shane Long. I've gone one step further than I was last year. And that... sorry, last week. In that I've actually bought stuff to put them up now. FPL General, how's it going in Donegal? Alright, we better We better answer at least one, or talk about something FPL, just for even if it's just 5 minutes. Otherwise, people who aren't watching this live, they're going to moan. You're just talking rubbish. I'll be like, what's the difference to a normal stream? Should you take Richarlison out for Sterling? Boom. Have you not got another way to get Sterling? I don't know, I'm holding on to Richarlison. I know people are getting a bit cold feet with him, but I want him. But, is Sterling a better pick than Richarlison? Yes. Would I make that move? It feels like a luxury move to me. Merry Christmas from Israel, how's it going? I'm supposed to say happy holidays, aren't I? Keep it PC. Richarlison's ship has sailed. Let's talk about Richarlison then. So, comments that he's still got fatigue. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's tired. He's probably going to get rested over one of the next few fixtures. But as I've said a few times, who isn't? I mean, most players are going to probably get rotated. But he had 3 tough fixtures, and they've had 3 red cards in the last 3 games. I don't know, maybe it's because I don't want to sell him that I'm trying to convince myself he's worth keeping, but I'm just not prepared to do it right now. When he's got, let's have a look. Brighton away, Leicester at home, Swansea at home, and Southampton at home in the next 5. Man City away is the only tough fixture. I'm always prepared to give him to the new year and then decide. I don't know. City dealt with Pogba, they did, to be fair. Yeah, as Matthew points out, they don't have the luxury to drop him. Watford bare bones. Yeah, if Kane gets a yellow, I'll probably ship. Because I don't think my team will be good enough to hold him. Now, Richarlison to Pogba. Yeah, I can see that as well. He's only like 1.3 million more. I guess Sterling's not much more. I'm not saying that Sterling and Pogba are worse options than Richarlison. Just, if you can do it another way, I'd probably do that. Pogba was poor. In FPL terms, though, he got an assist. Another assist. I mean, he scored pretty well in FPL. I mean, Ibra was just so rusty. And obviously, I mean, Martial and Rashford played. But generally, it was a mostly changed team. So I'm not that worried about Pogba. Pogba in for Richarlison next week. Sam L on Twitter said Lukaku was really good when he came on. I don't know about really good. Yeah, so Charlie Austin, I'm looking at him, but really, I only want him for this week. The next 2 after that are bad. I mean, I might as well talk about Morata, so... Because he's part of the... He's how I would get, obviously, Austin, and I've looked at Pogba. So I need to make a defensive change, right? I've already said that. The rest of my transfers don't really rely on what I do with Morata, because I'm happy to take a hit if I need to. So the thing, if Morata's out of the next game, the thing with that is it makes him... It pretty much makes him nailed for the next 2 in a period where teams are going to rotate. But Morata's going to play in 20 and 21. And he's playing... is it Brighton and Stoke? It's definitely Stoke at home. Yeah, Brighton and Stoke at home. Which are good fixtures. If I get rid of him, then unless I take Kane out in game week 21, when he blanks, I'm playing Charlie Austin and Calvert-Lewin. Charlie Austin has, I think it's Man United away, which isn't great. Now, I know you can't have the ideal team every week, but I wonder if I just hold Morata and just play Loftus-Cheek this week. If I keep Morata, I just make one change this week, and I change Maguire or me to a West Ham defender. If I get rid of Morata, I'll probably do Morata to Austin, Loftus-Cheek to Pogba. Bearing in mind, I suppose, saying that Morata's nailed on for 20 and 21, so would Pogba. Pogba's not going to miss out. So it'd be Morata to Austin, Loftus-Cheek to Pogba, and I would bench Calvert-Lewin this week. And then I just still make a defensive change. Probably bring in a Man United defender, to be honest. But then straight away, I'm thinking I'd like Morata in the next 2 games. But Pogba's surely a good choice. And Austin could do the business this week against Huddersfield at home. Yeah, keepers, I'm not going to lie. I'm basically winging it with keepers right now because... winging it's not the right word, but Pope's got Spurs at home and then Man United away. So not ideal. I'm basically hoping he gets some kind of save points from those games. So I don't see 2 clean sheets or even 1. But then Elliott has some okay fixtures. So unless Elliott gets dropped again, or Heaton definitely comes back, I think I'm going to roll with it for a few more weeks and then decide. I mean, Adrian at West Ham is obviously an option. Could look at him for the double. I was going to make a goalkeeper change this week, but Elliott coming back was a big win. So I can't get Aguero in from Morata for free. I'd have to take another transfer. Let me just see. I've got no money in the bank. So how much is Aguero now? So I need to raise $1 million, which is pretty tough with my team. Not impossible, but Morata's highest return in 12 games is 9 points. I know, but Stoke and Brighton at home is decent fixtures. Yeah, I like Fabianski. Be interested to see what happens under Leon Britton, though. I know, like someone just said, I'm not being aggressive enough. I know, like if I just make a defensive change, I'm going to roll another transfer to next week. But maybe that'd be worth it. I mean, if I just make 1 transfer this week, okay, I've got to play Calvert-Lewin and Loftus-Cheek, which isn't ideal, to be honest. But then next week, I've got Kane against Southampton, Morata against Brighton, both at home, good fixtures. And I got 2 free transfers for anything that happens in between. So I'm kind of leaning towards keeping Morata. Even though I really like Pogba. It's so hard, I don't know. Yeah, I'd like De Bruyne. The problem with De Bruyne is that went out the window as soon as Morata got suspended. Because there's no way I'm shipping Kane when Morata's injured. Chelsea haven't been blowing teams away, you're right, yeah. I mean, they scored... In the last 4 games, they scored 3 goals twice, which isn't the worst. Kane is staying. Unless Kane gets a yellow card against Burnley, then I'm keeping him now, I think. I'm not expecting Kane to get arrested. Oh, okay, someone else said that. Morata and Loftus-Cheek gets you De Bruyne. Only... Yeah, okay, it does, yes, but only if I go for like a 4.5, 4.8. I think I can get like a 4.7 actually million. I can just tell you actually. Let me have a look. Yeah, 4.7 million striker. So you're just looking at bench fodder then, who's not going to play probably. I don't know if I like that. If I'm going to sell Morata, I want Charlie Austin, I think. Crouch 4.8, that's 0.1 million too much. Anyway, that's kind of my thinking with Morata. I mean, this is what I would do. Let me just show you on screen because I know people are asking. I'll tell you what, it's so hot under this hat. So Charlie Austin, Huddersfield at home. United, Leicester away. Not the best fixture. That would leave me 0.9 million in the bank. So Pogba could actually be an 8.8. Is that enough for Coutinho? No, not quite. So that's enough for Sané as well, but I think I'm going to go Pogba if I do this. And then, I don't know. I could do Ben Mee to one of the Man United boys, Jones or Smalling. And then keep... I don't really want to keep Maguire. But if I keep him long enough, game week 22 looks okay. But I would probably... I don't know. I mean, me and Maguire are probably becoming Man United defenders and West Ham defenders soon enough anyway. Crouch and Coutinho instead of Austin and Pogba. No, I don't think so. I don't really want to keep Pope and me. Don't really want to keep Maguire either. So something like that. That's what I'd be looking at. 4-point hit. Let me get the chat back up here. You think not going with 3 Man City players seems crazy? Yeah, no, I kind of agree. Hey Jeff, how's it going? Yeah, I kind of agree. The thing is, I wanted De Bruyne, and Kane kind of put paid to that. So there is Sané. I just wonder if Sané is a much better option than Pogba. Don't know if he is. Otherwise, David Silva, who I did like, but I don't know what's going on with him. I did see something that he's back in training, maybe. I don't know if that's true. Is Pope to Adrian worth a -4? Don't think so. But I think it's one of those transfers you're never going to want to make, so maybe just do it now and eventually you'll get the money back. West Ham are at home this week, so Kane will do well. Anyone? Oh yeah, no, sorry, I've seen that theory. I had it in my mind that West Ham were playing Spurs then. I'm not going for Jones. I'm going for Smalling. Yeah, I think I'm really happy with Sterling. Jones and Smalling. Pretty good value if you think they're going to keep clean sheets. Valencia out is a bit of a worry. We have only kept 1 clean sheet in the last 5 league games. Let me get that. Yeah, so Smalling and Jones, I mean, Jones tends to pick up bonus points more. Smalling's got more goal threat, but to be honest, his goal threat it's nothing special. Maybe less injury prone. Do I use points per game to select players? Not usually. I do sometimes look at it, but it doesn't usually come into my thinking all that much, to be honest. Don't forget, hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream. Be much appreciated. Almost at 100 already. Long term, I'm going to keep Duffy on me. Yeah, Duffy's really annoying because he had a couple of nice fixtures I was keeping him for. He's got Watford and Bournemouth. Sorry, no, he doesn't have Watford, obviously. He's got Bournemouth at home soon. I'm keeping him now, for now, but Ben Mee, probably not. He'll probably be my West Ham defender. Yeah, you could bin Duffy for a West Ham defender. I don't think anyone would say that's a bad choice. Can see Huddersfield turning Southampton over. I'm not sure about that. Great poll questions tonight. Yeah, I think they're alright. It's basically a lot of what everyone's talking about this week. So yeah, if you haven't already, make sure to vote on the polls. Top left, right hand corner for you guys. Hit the little eye. That's the problem. Austin probably isn't a good move for the longer term. It's just this week. I don't know. I don't really have a better way to get Pogba in. I think I'm keeping Morata, honestly. If I keep Morata, I get a West Ham defender this week and not a Man United one. Not the end of the world, to be honest. I mean, this is what I could use my 2 free transfers on. It'd be ultra boring. Look at that for 2 free transfers. Bench Calvert-Lewin. Or Loftus-Cheek. Austin rotates well, Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, it's not too bad, actually. Should be really annoyed if Austin gets rotated for Southampton every other game. Bonner and Smalling, though. Come on, that's so boring. I'm pretty sure if I don't do Morata out, I would just do Maguire to Bonner. And not you do the Man United transfer because it's Leicester away. It's not as good as the home games they got coming up, and I might as well wait and see if there's something different to do next week. Basically, you just started playing this game. Any tips? Biggest tip would be to start at the start of the season instead of Christmas, unless you're in any monthly rewards things, prizes, competitions. Do you get another wildcard after Christmas? I think you actually get it after this game week, don't you? I mean, usually it'd be in the new year, but game week 19 is earlier this year than usual. Where'd I get that Shane Long card? I won it, so I don't know where you get them from. That'll leave me with nothing in the bank though, Bonner and Smalling. You get the wild card on the 1st of January, do you? Should probably know that, to be honest, shouldn't I? What would make me decide to sell Kane? I probably won't now, because if I keep him this week, I'm definitely going to keep him for Southampton at home. And there's no point, really, in taking him out just to bring him back for the double. Wildcard runs until 30th December at 2 PM. Okay, fair enough. So after game week 21. Interesting they didn't just pull that forward. Who's the most annoying FPL asset that I don't own? I haven't been looking at mini leagues too much. I mean, I've been looking at how I'm doing, but I've not been looking at other people's teams. But I'd say like anyone like Coutinho, Pogba, De Bruyne, when they do well, it hurts. But I'm already loving the fixture period over Christmas. So it'll be Arsenal, Liverpool tomorrow. Then Saturday in Ireland, it's Chelsea on at 12:30, City on at 3, and then United on at 7:45. I don't have the 5:30 game, unfortunately, but still awesome. You just saw this account for the first time, and our teams are very near identical. Yeah, there's a bit of a template. Not gonna lie. What did I get at GCSEs? All C's. Not gonna watch El Clasico instead? No, probably not. Oh, time for a top up. Put on these big glasses, it goes down a bit quick. Did I do A-levels? Yes, I did. What's my highest FPL finish? Just inside the top 5k. You're winning your mini league and you're in the top 4k. Should you play safe? Honestly, I would just keep doing how you've been doing for now. You've got to top 4K playing your own way, or playing a certain way. Keep going, but be flexible. I think sometimes people switch how they're going to play, or they try and play like someone else, but you're in top 4K, keep it going. Use hits if you need to. Don't if you don't. I mean, generally though, to answer your question properly, yes, most people would say just keep playing safe. But at the same time, if you want to get a bit higher, you've got to take a risk at some point. You don't understand the lack of respect for Aguero. Has Aguero even done anything, like, in recent times? Scored the odd penalty, of course. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches. He scored 1, 2, 3, 4 goals. Yeah, it's okay. Elite Gamer. Stop spamming. It's a paid mid-league, so you might just keep playing safe. Yeah, I mean, as negative as it sounds, once you're at the top, it's still quite early in the season. When you get later in the season, if you're at top, you can almost let your opponent try and make the mistake, essentially. What defenders under 5 million? I mean, Kenny looks okay, although you'd want to be checking that you can bench him in the tougher fixtures. He's got a few coming up. Otherwise, West Ham defenders can't really look past them at the moment. You're doing Morata to Aguero captain, hokey cokey. I like it. I like it. There's no standout captain this week, really. I mean, I guess you could say the standout is Man City players in general. But otherwise, it's not really a standout captain. I like that. Kane or De Bruyne for captain? It's got to be De Bruyne. I would almost never captain a player against Burnley away. Am I doing better or worse than this time last season? I think I'm doing better. I think I'm doing quite a bit better in terms of rank. My rank's not going anywhere though. Like I said in my last video, I've gone from like 106k to 90k over 10 weeks. Obviously rank's gone up and down in that time. It's a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, I lost in the cup too, by 3 points. Back to Morata. Do we think Austin will play against Man United? I wonder if Pogba and Austin over the next 2 weeks, or even 3 weeks, is better than Morata. Well, it's better than Calvert-Lewin or Loftus-Cheek this week. Or both of them this week. And then Morata and one of them the weeks after. Yeah, Austin is a 1 week punt, pretty much. You're on Kane captain this week. There's a few people doing that. I've lost faith in captaining Kane generally. Game week 20 though, Southampton at home is not the worst fixture to captain him in. Otherwise it's Salah against Swansea. It's probably my other option. Or a Chelsea player. Maybe Hazard. I've got good memories of Boxing Day actually. High scores. Austin minutes don't expire you. He's played a fair few. Chat about the triple captain of Kane in the double game had gone quiet. Yeah. People have just gone off Kane, haven't they? Aguero captain in for Morata. I think there's definitely worse weeks you could do it. And obviously Morata's injured, but just because of the fixture. I mean, Aguero's not going to be captain by many people, I'd say. Kane's still yet to break Shearer's record, I know, but I don't know. I know he was shooting loads at the end of last year to get Golden Boot, but I think that was a bit different because League was over. You're just going for it, really. I don't think he can. I know he shoots a lot anyway, But I don't think he'll take as many pot shots as he did like against Leicester end of last year. Like a couple of those goals, on another given day they get saved. Obviously, I was loving it because I captained him, but still. Antonio or Arnautovic could be worth it. Yeah, Arnautovic looks great, to be honest. He's definitely one I got my eye on for the double. Az has gone crazy. Did he actually take that hit? Morata's, yeah, he's suspended, not he's not injured. Yeah, 6.8 million for Arnautovic. I mean, that's probably where my Richarlison transfer will go. What was the deciding factor in Masuaku versus Obona? Well, vote on the polls. We'll read them out later, and I'll tell you what everyone thinks. How many points am I on? 1,007. Right, have we talked enough FPL at this point? Should we talk about Christmas instead? I've been wrapping presents today. More to do tomorrow. In fact, I wish I could play Christmas songs on the stream. But, they'll get copyrighted straight away. Radar PvP, yeah, I saw your idea. Yeah, a lot of people doing that right now. What's the best present I've ever given? I gave my missus an iPad in the last few years. I'll probably never top that. Am I doing live transfers? No, to be honest, I know this probably drops me a few viewers every time I say this, but there's going to be no transfers, live transfers tonight, because I'm not 100% on what to do with Morata, and I want to wait until tomorrow. I got to go out in the morning. Gonna do the dreaded... Excuse me. The dreaded Christmas food shop tomorrow. But I'll be back in the afternoon. Can I name all 8 reindeer? Isn't there only 7? Prancer and Dancer, Dasher, Cupid, Donner and Blitzen and Vixen and Rudolph? 8, yeah. M&S. Tesco, mate. I don't have the money to go to M&S. I need a few more donations before I go to M&S. Never do it on a Friday, you're right, I know, but I'm going to do it really early. We're dropping the kid off at school at 20 to 9, straight to Tesco. It'll be done early. Yorkshire puddings, yes. Best thing on for Christmas dinner, the stuffing. Although, in a regular roast, the best thing's the stuffing, but at Christmas, obviously, you have pigs in blankets, so they're the best. I mean, you know it's Christmas because today I bought 9 tiny, square, like literally about this big, orange and passion fruit cheesecakes, like little bits, bites. You never buy them. Which Tesco am I going to? One of them. I once wrote a Christmas shopping list that literally just said pigs in blankets, that was it. Best Christmas song? I like the classics. I mean, I guess they're all classics now because it's the same ones every year, but like, I wish it could be Christmas every day. Probably the best. Or I suppose Pogue's Fairy Tale in New York. I know everyone says that these days. Is there 9 reindeer? Dancer and Prancer, Donner, Blitzen and Vixen, Cupid, Rudolph. Oh, I'm missing one now. Is 10 AM on Christmas Day an acceptable time to open your third beer? Yeah, of course. Oh, I love these questions. List the celebration chocolates. The celebration box chocolates in order from best to worst. I'm going to have to... Hang on. I'm going to have to Google what they are. I can't remember. I think Milky Way is probably first. Let me see if I can get a picture. Bounty, absolute worst. By a mile, Bounty is the worst. Then probably Mars and Snickers come up next. Milky Way is the best. Galaxy Caramel, probably second. There you go. I'll give you my top 3, bottom 3. Bottom 3, Bounty, Snickers, Mars. Top 3, Milky Way, Galaxy Caramel, and Maltesers. There we go. I don't go them all 1 to 10 or whatever there is, because that just takes for ages. Am I some sort of Tory? No. Bounties, I hate them. No coconuts, preferably no nuts. Stickers are okay, but I still think in that box they're one of the worst. Sterling going up tonight means you might have to make a cheap forward decision tonight between Austin and Gray. So, Gray is a nice short-term punt, I think. Austin looks good this week, but then the next 2 fixtures aren't great. I'd almost be tempted to go with Gray. Yeah, Claire's not good chocolate for a box. They're just too much effort. Favourite game week over Christmas, Boxing Day? Yeah, for sure. Although, how many games are they spreading out? There's so much. Didn't they used to like play all the games on Boxing Day? That was so much better. Now you got one on the 27th and one on the 28th. I guess it's good for TV viewing, but not ideal. FPL. Have you talked about J-Gate, Matt? You are such a troll. Yeah, I'm not saying Gray's a good long-term pick. I just think over the next 3, I'll be tempted to punt on him. Obviously, yes, I prefer Austin this week. On that liver warm-up prior to Christmas. Oh, favourite video game of all time? Tough one. Favourite video game? The thing is, I'd have to cop out and I'd have to name different games for different reasons. I think sometimes a lot of nostalgia linked to it as well. So for different reasons, I'd have different favourite games. Oh, I know what I've got to do. Got to open a cracker. Here we go. All I'll say is turn your headphones down. I don't know how loud this will sound on mic. I could turn the mic off, I suppose. See, let's see who wins, left hand or right hand. Oh, left hand. Literally bought these today. What is this? Look at this. Like, I don't know, like a bookmark or something. Load of rubbish. These are Aldi's finest, by the way. Oh my god. We're going to do some Christmas jokes. Money clip, yeah, sorry, money clip, yeah, that's probably better. I went for the hounds, I've already got one. Let's see. Was it actually that bad? The paperclip. Let me know if the sound was that bad and I'll turn the mic off for the next one. Alright, let's see who can get this first. The joke was, or is, what do you call Santa when he stops moving? What do you call Santa when he stops moving? Sound was fine, okay. You make me panic. It sounded okay in my ears at least. What do you call Santa when he stops moving? Come on, it's easy. Dead. Nah, not dead. Santa pause. Boom. Well done, Dan Archer. Just in before Matt. Bit slow, Matt. Unlucky. Santa pause. Excellent. Let me see what so look. There's actually, oh my god, these are actually decent, right? I'll show you afterwards. There's more than just a joke on this piece of paper. Question, right? So this will be who's quickest to Google. In what year was the first email sent? In what year was the first email sent? I won't ask you to tell me who it was. Just what year. Isn't this entertaining? This is what entertainment is in 2017. 1993, you're way off, I'm afraid. Oh, 1971, Snazzy Viking. Boom. So the quickest Googlers were Snazzy Viking and Moody Vic 90. Oh no, yeah, Moody Vic 94. And then the last thing on here is charades, but there's no way I'm doing that. Look at this, decent. Get a decent amount of stuff on these crackers. So I mean, not bad at all that. It's 5:30 AM where you are. You're in Singapore. Why are you still up? I guess you just really wanted some Christmas cracker jokes. Can I actually do some FPL now? I should have done a warning at the start of the stream that the FPL chat would probably go downhill quite quickly. The other bad thing about drinking so much, you need to pee more. It's the jokes keeping you up. Yeah, another drink. Got to open another can though. I've used the other can. There's a bit left still. Shots? I don't think so. Don't break the seal. That's what I'm worried about. Some of the FPL lads are meeting up in London tomorrow. Yeah, I would love to have gone. It's just with moving and stuff. It's really late to be flying over and flying back as well. Maybe next time. It'd be good to meet them. Have I ever had a Disaronno sour? So I have, yes. I had the first time I had a Disaronno sour was in Amsterdam, and they were so good. I just kept drinking them all night. And ever since then, I've asked people to make me of it. It's never as good as in Amsterdam. I think the difference is, I think it's the amount of sugar cane they use in Amsterdam. It was very sweet, but it was super nice. Whereas they don't seem to do that since. I've asked in a few places. FPL question, De Bruyne for Hazard for a -4. I can't back that. I think Hazard to... A lot of people looking at De Bruyne and saying he's better value than Hazard for less money. And to be honest, I wouldn't disagree with that. I think the scores they're probably going to put out over the next 4 weeks, De Bruyne probably will just about win. I don't think there's a huge amount in it still, though. And for a -4, I just don't know. I don't even know if the transfer's worth it. I think transfers are so valuable at the moment. I'd be tempted just to keep Hazard, but it was already looking bad against Everton because Everton have picked up now. They're doing well defensively. And with Morata out, it's maybe a bit worse. It does look like Hazard's performing better with Morata in the team. Masuaku is more nailed on than Albona. Is he? I don't know about that. Which defenders have I removed? Me and Maguire. Hazard does have penalties, yeah. But so does Harry Kane. He's had none all season. Yeah, I've looked at Cresswell. So let me see. So in about 10 minutes, we're going to do the polls. So if you just click the little I button here, vote on the polls. We'll do them in about 10 odd minutes. And maybe we'll do another cracker then. Oh man, it's so hot. It's so hot in this set. Views on the Rooney assist. It's an assist according to the rules. I don't necessarily think... Oh geez, the hat's all over the place now. I don't necessarily think it's a good rule. But the thing is, I'm happy with it in open play. So I've got to be happy with it in penalties. And I do like the fact that FPL try and give more points. Like there's a lot of assists that go through that wouldn't be counted for actual assists. And they're just trying to give more points. So more points is interesting. 50 more likes for a Christmas cracker joke. That was Steve Shotton's words, not mine. No, I'm not in the cup, lads. Not the... Out. How's it going, Mr. FPL family? What are my views on the Clement sacking? I don't know, but I heard you saying that Leon Britton was a very small man. I think Swansea are a bit of a mess, to be honest. I just don't see what Leon Britton can do that Clement wasn't already doing. I worry for them, to be honest. I mean, the beauty is, no one's really looking at Swansea players anyway, so you can just wait and see. I genuinely have no idea what Leon Britton can bring to the table. I mean, he's a Swansea boy, right, I think, which sometimes helps, but then I wonder how much that helps with a bunch of players that aren't from Swansea. Do you know what I mean? Is he going to be more passionate? Maybe. Can he inspire the team more? Maybe. It's a lot of ifs and buts, though. You have Fabianski, should you keep? Yeah, I think you should keep Fabianski. Do I think the league title race is over? I mean, it looks like it's over, but I'd never say never this early in the season. It's just hard seeing where City are going to lose enough games, to be honest. How many drinks? I don't know, this is like the third. I mean, they're big enough measures, I suppose. Tolerance is quite high, yeah. No chance of -12. I'm not making any transfers because of the Disorano, actually, just in case. What socks am I wearing? I'm actually wearing no socks. Didn't work well with Giggsy. Give it to Giggsy, mate, till the end of the season. When will I sell Pope, if ever? As soon as I really need a new goalkeeper and I've got another free transfer to do it in. Is Rocky Santa Cruz the most Christmassy footballer? He'd have to be in a 1 to 11. People saying Heaton will go straight back. Yeah, he has to. When will I play the second wildcard? Around double game weeks. I'll wait to see the fixtures first. I'm not going to pre-plan it this early in the season. Yeah, I don't see Heaton not getting straight back in. How many points hits have I taken this season? I think just 8. So 2 lots of points hits, 8 points total so far. I don't know. Have a look. Yeah, I took a 4-point hit in Game Week 5 and a 4-point hit in Game Week 10. I don't know what my highest is ever. Last year I took 96 points worth of hits. So that's the equivalent of 24 hits. Pope and Heaton are the same FPL price now. Interesting. That basically makes Tom Heaton a bargain. Don't know when they've got another good run of fixtures, but I'll be looking at him. Do I think the upcoming double game will be a disappointment? No, but it's obviously not going to be as big as... I mean, as long as you realise it won't be as good as kind of double game week 34 or 37, whenever they might be. Why so much less hits this year? No good reason, really. I mean, a lot of the ones I took last year, I think, were later in the season. I took like a -16 last year in the blank. There's no real reason. I just haven't felt the need to this year. Been pretty sensible. I started off well as well. Like I've not had a super good round, but I had players like Mkhitaryan already. I got rid of him at the right time. I had Salah from Game Week 1. I wildcarded quite late on as well. I made sure I had 15 starters, so I think I managed it fairly well. Getting De Bruyne now will be a season keeper. We'll end up top one in the top scorer. Yeah, probably. Would I consider triple captain in Harry Kane for the upcoming double game? I'll consider it. I don't think I'm going to do it, though. I think he'd have to score braces in the next 2 games. Or not necessarily a brace. Maybe 3 goals, 2 goals and assists or something. 3 goals and assists, something like that. Burnley without Tarkowski will allow Kane strikes. You know, I just don't know about that. Every time Burnley have a defender injured, we seem to think they're going to start conceding one. They just haven't. It's just the way they play. Salah captain could be good this week. I just I can't look past Sterling at home now to Bournemouth. It's about time I captain Sterling or Salah, though, to be fair. It's been a long time coming. That's my current team, for whoever was just asking. Jeez, Karol Poborski, that's a name I've not heard in a long time. Yeah, I think I would have actually... I'm almost glad that I'm not bringing De Bruyne in, because I would have struggled to pick a captain between him and Sterling. I think Sterling's got a pretty good record against Bournemouth. He's got a good amount of goal for it. I guess it's just the worry that he doesn't play. Ideal power 5. Sterling, De Bruyne, Salah. I think still Hazard for now. De Bruyne, and then I guess Coutinho or Pogba. I've been tempted to say Coutinho, you know. Could you do a poll next time on how many times people have captained Salah this season? Yeah, I could, maybe. We'll see. I don't know when the next stream's going to be, actually. I'm probably going to have to do just one video before Game Week 20. I don't think I'll get away with streaming on the 23rd or Christmas Eve. And then I don't know about the stream after that, because then it's Boxing Day. Maybe on the 28th after today. Maybe a week from today. I don't know, we'll see. Do a drunk Christmas Day stream. I think people have got places to be. Why am I not restructuring my team to get a power 5? Isn't the Morata suspension? Yeah, I talked about Morata earlier. So I've looked at maybe Morata to Austin, Loftus-Cheek to Pogba, which would do it. I just think Morata's now got 2 nice fixtures after this, and he's probably nailed on for him. He's not going to get rested again. So I think I keep and reassess. Which isn't an aggressive move, and maybe it won't pay off, I don't know. Yeah, Eriksen is doing well, actually. I think hasn't he chipped in with a goal or an assist the last 4 weeks? Kane took a knock today. You sure? Was there a Spurs press conference? Is that tomorrow? Is there even any press conferences tomorrow? I guess there is. Which ones were today? Oh no, Spurs' was today. Was it last season we kept saying small? I don't think we kept saying it. I said it. I kept wrongly saying it, in fact. Matthew Higgins, £20 again. What a legend. Thanks for all the streams in 2017. Get a treat from M&S. Can finally afford something from M&S. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. M&S. The thing is, the problem with M&S, it's not necessarily buying something in M&S. It's in town. And I usually do, on a regular weekend, when it's not too busy, I try and avoid town. So you can imagine how much I try and avoid it at Christmas. My plan is, My plan up until Christmas now is take the kids to school tomorrow, go food shopping, get myself a treat from Tesco, pick the kid up, come back home, and don't move from the house until after Christmas. Wow, loving the hat. I'm not. I've got gun up my nose. Peri Peri Mayo. Ooh, interesting. How was Star Wars? I'm not going to talk about it. A lot of people still won't have seen it. And so I don't like spoilers. I don't even like to know if people liked it or didn't. But yeah, Matt, thank you very much. As always, appreciated. Have I played Fortnite? I played like one game on PC. I want to play more on PS4. I just not got around to it. I already said my treat earlier. Orange and passion fruit cheesecake bites. No, I didn't get the echo. I don't know. How in advance do you think of transfers, not including double game weeks? That's a good question. Not too far in advance. Like, the players I've got on my team right now, Hazard, for example, I eyed up him a good couple of game weeks before. Otamendi, I looked at 1 or 2 game weeks before I got him in. I saw that he had a great run now after the Spurs game. Maguire, I got in on a wildcard to be fair, so I didn't really look at him too much, but I looked at the fixtures he had. Your captain and Charlie Austin, wow. I don't know, I don't like to look at transfers too far ahead because so much can change. But there'll always be like a player where you'll see the runs coming up and you're just waiting to bring him in. But usually in like 2 or 3 weeks. All you need is like a big injury or something like that, or a player to hit form, not to hit, or go out of form, etc. And you just change. You're willing to bet £5 that Morata and Kane end up on the same amount of points this game. Wow. Yeah, the poll should be working. Let me have a look. Oh, in fact, we're going to do the polls now, if I can speak properly. And if we can get through for a 2-hour stream, I'll do the polls again. So we've had over 300 votes so far. So Morata, 38% of you don't own him. 31% say you own and you're selling. So that's a total of 69% of you either however you're getting rid or you don't own. And then 30% who own and they're keeping him. Kane, similar questions. So 69% own, they're keeping. 15% own and they're selling. Quite high, I think. Be interesting to see if those people go through with it. 14% don't own and they're not buying him. And nobody's buying him, which is, I guess, we knew that was coming. But I had to put it in there just in case. Which West Ham defender? Very close. 46% saying Masuaku. 42% saying Obona. Only 9% saying Cresswell. Cresswell potentially more nailed than Masuaku. More bonus points than Obona, but only 0.6 million more. Yeah, so 9% Cresswell and 1% saying someone else. Smalling or Jones. 76% say Jones. Everyone's backing Jones. He's been so good this season. Fair enough. But 23% of you backing the more fit, more goal threat, Christopher Smalling. And are you going for a power 5 midfield? 45% of you working towards it. 30% already on it. And 24% of you are holding your horses and sticking with 2 premium strikers. Forget my words. Has anyone ever asked me for a photo if they see me? No. But I did get very drunk before the start of the season. And I was chatting to some... I don't know how they started speaking to one of my friends, these 2 guys. And we got chatting about FPL. And I showed them the YouTube stuff. And I'm in their league. I'm actually in their league. I was really drunk and joined their league pre-season. But I'm not beating them yet. I'm only second in that league. Not happy. Well, no one's ever asked for a picture, as you can imagine. Watch for Lallana after Christmas. Will he get him? He back in the first team? Will he? Don't know about that. John O'Slay. Jeff, something tells me you've done this before. Some advanced planning. Let's do another cracker. We've got 2 more crackers, so this will be the penultimate one. Cheers, Luke. Hope you have a great Christmas too. As I hope everyone does. Oh wow, I didn't pull that out. Left hand wins again. Right hand. Not good, not good. Let's have a look. A green hat this time. It was yellow last time. I need to find somewhere to put this crap. This time we've won one of those annoying like little fish things. They're supposed to like curl up and it's supposed to tell you what kind of mood you're in or something. I mean, that is not in English. Le poisson. Whatever that says. You know the things I'm talking about. Oh, sugar. Frame drop, really? Let me turn the... I've got the stream up twice, so let me get rid of one. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. The second joke. Here we go. Oh. This is so easy. It's so easy. Oh my god. You know I said there was charades. This charade is Shakespeare in love. There's a few interesting ways I can think of doing that. The joke is, alright, I'm going to tell you there's a joke coming. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get ready for it. Alright. That's not 10 seconds. We're going with it anyway. I've always got dead air. No speaking. What do you call a snowman in the summer? Let's see who can get first correct answer. Wins a prize. 1971. Now you're a bit slow, Ben. What do you call a snowman in the summer? Meltman, water, nope. Sunman, water, nah. A puddle. Congratulations, Gareth Roberts. First in with a puddle. Congratulations. This is riveting stuff. Oh, this is so bad. Okay. Here's the question for you. I'll let you keep guessing for those of you that are on like a bad connection. Here's the question. Hang on. Okay. A rooster lays an egg on the top of a slanted roof. Which side is the egg going to roll? Left or right? A rooster lays an egg on the top of a slanted roof. Which side is the egg going to roll off? Left or right? Come on. Boom. Joseph, straight in. Roosters don't lay eggs. That's right. It was a trick question. Trick question, people. Joseph, well played. You're top. Top of the class. Roosters didn't lay an egg. Google isn't helping you. How long has the stream been on? It's been up for 1 hour and 12 minutes. We'll save the final. I've got one more. Do the fish test. I can't even read it. It's not even in English. Jack, I already answered that question about the photo. The only person that asks me for a photo every time they see me is my nan. Okay, I'm going to do the fish test. But you're not going to be able to see it though. So, will you be able to see it? You're not going to be able to see it. Oh shit, I've dropped it. Hang on, hang on. The tail's curled. Jeez, the tail's going mad. Okay. Moving head and tail. Oh, turns over. Turns over means false, apparently. Okay. What a load of rubbish. What a load of rubbish. That just means false. False what? I don't know. Fucking fish. Fish test shows you've been drinking. I know, I'm sorry. Don't drink an FPL stream. What are my thoughts on the most transferred in and captain and Sterling? Oh, it's not a thing. Salah broke that whole thing. You transfer that Kane, is it a good move? It could be. You got Rooney instead. Rooney looks alright right now. They haven't got the best fixtures coming up though. It's Chelsea at home this week. That doesn't look like a good move to me. Will I be making any drunk transfer over Christmas? I don't plan to. Alright. I'm really going to regret drinking all this when I have to get up at like 6:30 tomorrow morning. But it's the final day I have to get up early until January. So that's all good. Plenty of lines coming up. Salah is the only one who did it in 18 games. I know, but... Oh, I don't know. Come on. It's not really a thing, is it? You gotta be up at 3:30. I don't envy you. What has actually happened to Ross Barkley? He's gonna leave, isn't he? Any more questions? Yeah, we can do more questions. Last day before the holidays is always lost. I'm not even in tomorrow. Just got to do the school run, so it's not even that. It's not even as bad as having to go to work. I've been off work since well, actually, I just finished on Wednesday. It's only one day, but still. What brand am I drinking? Disaronno. I didn't open this bottle tonight, but I've had this since July, I think. Maybe. Maybe not July, I don't know. Booze and less Talk FPL reminds me of the early days, watching at 1 AM on a Saturday morning. I know. The Friday streams are stopped now, though. I usually do them Thursday, so I've got to work the next day, so it's usually no booze. Check the halls. Oh, I'll get another bottle. Other Italian liquors are available. I don't think I have to say that, right? I can do whatever I want. Like I said earlier, Disaronno want to sponsor me. Let's talk. Am I drunk enough to consider Defoe? I mean, isn't Defoe injured? Can anyone be that drunk? What transfer am I looking at making? I'm probably going to keep Morata, so I'm probably just going to do Maguire to Albona. And fall asleep at the same time as doing it. I could bring in Swan as well. I'm probably not going to. Why start Calvert-Lewin over Loftus-Cheek? I might change that. I'm probably going to have to play both anyway if I keep Morata. What time do I normally crack open the beers at Christmas? I don't know, to be honest. I've really gone off drinking beer. The thing is, if I'm going to drink like for most of the day, I'd rather drink Disaronno. But again, I guess you can't drink Disaronno too early. I go through the bottle so quick. I don't know, I'll probably have a beer around lunchtime, I'd say. That's a good question. If you had Sané over Sterling, would you still captain him over Kane? If you think he's going to start, which I think he probably will, I think I would. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of captaining Kane this week. I mean, I've got him as vice captain, but I don't know, I might switch that to Hazard. Oh, Josh Vincent working Christmas Day. What'd you do? Fair play to you having to work Christmas Day. I've luckily never had to work Christmas Day. I've had to do Christmas Eve and Boxing Day plenty of times, but never Christmas Day. My team last year had to do it, but luckily people volunteered, so I didn't have to do it. Who do I support? I support Man United and Raheem Sterling. Best Christmas present as a kid? Triple pay, that's fair enough. I guess if you work in a restaurant, not only do you get triple pay, surely the tips are good. Plus you probably don't have to work too long. Oh, sneezing stopped now. Started now. Oh, nose is going. You gotta work Christmas Eve and Christmas night. Ambulance work. Well, fair play to you. You're doing a good deed there. Best Christmas present as a kid? Good question. I think I got my NES for Christmas. So I remember getting it and wondering, being like a typical kid, I was wondering where all my other presents were. I think my mum kind of said to me, look, it was very expensive. Everyone chipped in for it. So I think I got a NES with Mario. Loved that. I also got a computer one year. Like, a kind of computer between me and my sisters. It was before... It was basically before everyone really had a PC in their house. And, like, you had the internet, but you could only go on for 10 minutes at a time because it cost too much money. When I knew I had a PC downstairs, I actually legged it downstairs that Christmas morning. You're very bad. I've asked the question 100 times. You don't even care. I do care. There's lots of questions, as you can see from the chat. And no, I can't get to them all. And now you're just spamming Quaynar. Quaynar question. Did I ever play Subbuteo? I have played it. I used to... Didn't really... Never really got into it, to be honest. Worst Christmas gift. I don't know if I really have a worse one. But it was quite funny. I think last year or the year before, my missus bought me... you know, like... Especially when you're like a teenager, probably like up to 18, 19. Someone in your family always gets you like a deodorant and shower gel gift set, and it's usually Lynx. So my missus bought me Lynx in the last couple of years. I don't know if she's watching. I remember a few months later saying to her, Lynx, come on, I'm not at school anymore. I didn't say it quite like that, of course, but yeah, Lynx Africa, you see what I mean? I haven't used Lynx for years. Well, I haven't used Lynx since we were at school, and every lunchtime after football, we used to kind of spray it under our jumpers. Literally on the jumper. The Lynx effect. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know a worst Christmas present. I'm kind of, you know what I mean, grateful. Grateful for whatever you get. Oh yeah, what about the scooter? So, again, because we don't really want to talk FPL. not so much recently because I don't live in England anymore. But from like the age of like 17 onwards, we used to do a Christmas Eve pub crawl, me and my mates, including Size in the chat. And so instead of, it's hard to explain unless you live there, but generally, obviously, you got pubs in the main town, or you have pubs in kind of the villages, outskirts of the towns, like 3 miles away. So rather than do a pub crawl in town where everyone does pub crawls, we started in the village around pubs we never go to apart from Christmas Eve. And we used to do a pub crawl on Christmas Eve and then go into town. And one year, someone got me a scooter for Secret Santa. And I was kind of literally about 2 or 3 steps in the car park and completely just fell over, basically. The scooter went from out under me, fell right on my back. It hurt for a little bit until the alcohol kicked in. So that was a pretty bad Christmas present, because it caused injuries. Time for some Christmas tunes. You know, I can't play Christmas tunes. It'll just get copyrighted straight away. I'd love to. After Eights or Ferrero Rocher? After Eights. In fact, I need to get back for the pub crawl next year. That's on the top of my wish list. SNES or Mega Drive? I always had Nintendo stuff, so I had a NES. But I didn't get a SNES until quite late on. I did enjoy the Mega Drive, but I was always a bigger fan of Mario than Sonic. But all my mates had Mega Drives. You got Morata, Davern, Silva, and Technicalities. Only Loftus-Cheek on the bench playing. Do you think I should play the free hit? No, I don't think so. Doesn't sound like you desperately need to. Did Jay change my outlook on Tuesday's Scoutcast? Not really. I mean, I'd already... Like, for anyone that follows me on Twitter, I'd already kind of mentioned that I was looking at... potentially looking at Kane out. And obviously it got talked about again then on the Scoutcast. So it didn't really change my outlook, I don't think. I think as well, people kind of always say to me, or at least recently, it's been like, you're playing too boring, you're playing too safe, you don't take the aggressive move. But you got to remember, like, earlier in the season, I took out Lukaku before everyone else did. Like, way before everyone else did. To try and go for that aggressive move. It's not that I'm against... He made some compelling arguments. He did, but again, you're taking that one... you're taking that one part in without any other context. Remember as well that he also said slow and steady. Not at the end. He said it beforehand. He said he's very risk adverse. So... Now obviously, he's taken a 12-point hit, so he's not completely risk-adverse, and at times he does take points hits, like he said, but most of the time he's risk-adverse. That's why he said he was going to get a Bonner probably instead of Masuaku, so... Yeah, he's not really changed my thinking. I looked at Kane out. I was going to take Kane out, to be honest, but as soon as Morata got suspended, that kind of put rest to that idea, to be honest. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Does anyone know if David Silva will play? We don't know. Something bad must have happened there. Hopefully he's alright, or his family's alright. Do I know what's up with Kolasinac? It looks like they've reverted back to a back four instead of 5. He's basically just not liked as a left back. That's what it looks like. We'll have to see. Favourite team in the Wipeout series? I couldn't even tell you. Jay and Andy may have different end goals. Yeah, he likes to do well. That's a different end goal. Half 10. I reckon we've got about another half an hour. We'll go for a 2-hour stream. It's been a while. Yeah. Better say that the stream's still going. Yeah, our highest ever rank is just inside the top 5k. That's what we finished last year. No live transfers, Nick, I'm afraid. Favourite team to play in at FIFA? Ooh, probably Madrid. Do you know what I mean? Just get to play as Ronaldo. Although PSG are quite nice this year because of Neymar. We're playing any boost, not this week. Morata will be on 12 points in 5 game weeks after this weekend. You're not sure if you want to keep him. Yeah, of course, because he's going to get suspended. Or he is suspended and he's been injured. But what do you think he's going to get over the next 2 weeks? That's what you've got to be looking at. What's been your best cup performance? I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't really track it, to be honest, or care. I think I went like 4 or 5 weeks, maybe. One day, one year. But couldn't tell what year that was. Yeah, this stream's still using the phone as a hotspot. I'm up to about 26 gig used this month so far. But I didn't start right at the start of December, so we'll see. The annoying thing is, it doesn't really work well on the weekends, which absolutely sucks, because Sunday streaming was always a thing. We'll see. Luke Shaw, 4.9 discussed. It's just nowhere knowing if he's going to play yet. Just not an option right now. Mourinho could put Young to right back and play Rojo left back. He could play Young left back still, Darmian right back. He could move Young over and play Shaw left back. We just don't know. If he gets to run on the side, I'm so there for 4.9 million, but gotta wait. Are you going to get Pogba as 4 good fixtures? Probably not. Probably not. Who gave me the phone idea to stream? I can't remember now. Someone said to try it, so I tried it. Now I'm using USB, so it's even better. It's a bit better anyway. A live Tekken Eliminator. See you later, mate. Jeff, cheers for tuning in as always. Merry Christmas. Have a good one. What's the best way to make money? Cheap defenders. To free up money, I mean, I guess so. Depends who you're looking to bring in. See you later, Adam. Cheers again for the donation. Very much appreciated. Have a good Christmas. Morning from Abu Dhabi. Everyone's tuning in from everywhere tonight. Don't forget, if you haven't already, give the stream, not that stream, give the stream a like. We're on 162. We should be able to get to 200 before the stream ends, I reckon. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel as well. That let you know when I'm next going live. I don't actually know how many subs we're on. Let me have a look. Let's have a look here. 6,738. So we're coming up to the 6,750 mark. I don't think we're going to get to 7k before the end of the year, but close. It's actually only 9 days since. I'm sorry, 9 days until the anniversary of my first ever stream. 30th of December 2016. That's when I first streamed last year. And if you thought these streams were bad, you should go back and watch that one. I think this is the first time you've been happy with your team structure all season. Not sure why it's taken me half a season. I've been pretty happy with mine all season. I feel like I've managed my team pretty well. I just don't have the rank to show for it. I haven't nailed enough captains. I'm happy enough with my team structure. I've probably got too much in defence. Ish. I don't know. We'll have to see about Christensen, whether he provides value. He's doing okay. Otamendi as well. 1 year stream celebration. I don't think the... I don't know how well the games fall. Yeah, see, I streamed on the 30th. I'll probably be streaming on the 28th or 29th. So unfortunately I can't do it on the 30th because it's a Saturday and all the games are being played that day, so we'll see. You've improved a lot since that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you think these streams are bad, you should see the first ones. Awful. Any more jokes? We'll do the... what's the time? We'll do the last joke in about 10 minutes with 15 minutes to go. The last cracker. You should get a load balancer router and buy another broadband line. Oh my god, that sounds difficult. This is fine, to be honest. Okay, it's annoying that I can't stream on Sundays, but if I can stream during the week and do the Scoutcast stuff, I'm happy enough. I've done the polls already once. We'll do them again towards the end of the stream, so click the little eye and vote on that, and we'll do the polls again before the end of the stream. Would I ever do a community/voted transfer? Honestly, probably not. I do take into account what the community say, to be honest. And remember when I got Crouch last year? That was a lot of the community kind of pushing me that way. The only way I would do that is if I had a second team, which is doable, but that'll probably be something for next year. Don't forget, hit that like button. We're only 24 away from 200. Ever thought about getting a guest on the stream? Do I prefer doing it slow? So, there's a couple of reasons I don't like it's not that I don't like doing it with more than one person, but I can't have the chat and stuff on stream if I do it with one person. People like being able to see the chat. Because I basically have to then do it like the Scoutcast. I have to do it in Hangouts. I like having another person on, to be honest, because they have a different opinion maybe. They can answer some of the questions as well. I can just kick back and relax. Some of it's just a... what am I trying to say? Some of it's just a scheduling thing. Do you know what I mean? Once I try and get someone on, I have to do it. Whereas, especially like around times like now, like I was going to stream yesterday, I couldn't. If I get someone, if I get someone's time and say, "Hey, we're going to stream tonight," then I have to cancel. It's a bit annoying for them. So if I do it solo, I can just come on as and when I please. You can see the chat on the side. Yeah, you can, but people like seeing it on the screen. It's not the end of the world, necessarily. I think people would like having a guest on. I don't know if my connection would hold it, to be honest. Could try it one day. Why is Gramble not doing Skycast? I just don't think he has time. Basically, with the Scoutcast, most of the time, it's obviously Mark and Jonty, and then... I mean, Az has done loads now, so Az is probably like as regular as everyone else at this point. And Gramble's free to come on whenever he wants. He's just busy. I think Jay's... I don't know if he's going to keep doing them regularly, but I think he's going to be on the next one. But the next one's not going to be for another week or so. I could be better. Scoutcast way is better than you discuss FPL, not just talk randomly. Yeah, but I basically stream because I like watching streams. So I do this because I like watching streams. Now, to be fair, most of them are gaming streams. But that's why I do it like this. So yeah, it's not just FPL chat the whole time. To be honest, I don't want it to be like that. Granville was active in the chat during the Skype. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, to be fair, he said he wasn't coming because it would have made 6 people, and he's right. 5's quite a lot already. I volunteered not to go a few times recently. I need to probably turn the chat off next time. Too distracting. Do I have a PS4 and Xbox? I actually have both. Only because I want an Xbox. Likelihood of me getting Austin and KDB in this week? 0. It's not happening. That's not because I think they're bad options. It's just it's just the way we're basically with Morata in, suspended. I'm just not going to do that. A snob. I knew you were going to say that. That's why I didn't want to say both, but I have both. I basically use my PS4. PS4 is kind of my gaming console. I've got an Xbox downstairs, but literally just because I want it. I wouldn't have one otherwise. Adam Lamb, you legend. Merry Christmas. Love the streams and all the regulars in the chat. Thanks for taking the time to do them. Quick check on the Let's Talk FPL League. Oh, I wonder why Adam would be asking me to do that. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, sugar. But cheers for that donation, much appreciated. Merry Christmas to you as well. Adam, bit of a legend, sent me a very cool picture which you saw on Twitter. I've not put up yet. I've not emailed you either. Oh, I'm just an a-hole, basically. But let me get the league up. Let's talk FPL. I'm 239th. Poor. Adam Lamb is second. 72 you scored last week. Jesus, very nice. What's your game? What's your previous ranks? 535k, 18k, 32k. So not too bad. I mean, let's be honest. 535k, not great. We've all been there. 18k, 32k, good starts. And now you're 845. How are you feeling? Are you are you feeling the pressure of being that high up this early in the season? It's tough. I mean, I'm already nearly 90 points behind you. That's disappointing. Still no long looking over me. I know, I'm awful for that. I will do it. So let's have a look who had. Very similar enough team to me. Firmino, very nice. Decent amount of bench points. Looking good. How many transfers you done? Just one. I think that was Morata to Aguero captain. But yeah, fair play, Adam. Who else is Salah? I think Salah's the guy that thought I was being horrible to those people on Twitter when I wasn't. David Isaac. I think this man is. Does that show up on the stream? Hang on a sec. 89 points. Wow. You're the guy, yeah, doing really well in the Elite 64 fourth at the moment. Fair play. 89 points is pretty damn sweet last week. You're doing 8th, very nice. I have to just apologise if other people on this list are in the stream and I've just not clocked the names. But yeah, fair play, Adam. Hopefully you go on and win it, but D-Boy is doing nice. That's dedication. A £10 donation just so I would go and show you the name of the league. Only missing. Only missing. No pressure. You're loving it. Like my team at the moment, so you can spend some luxury transfers. Fair enough. Fair enough. Most people near the top have no Kane. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a fair point. To be fair, Kane's done not enough. Simple as that. If you've spread the money around over the last few weeks, you've probably been doing much better. And obviously, as well, the problem with having him is we've probably got to the point now where I've got him, and I'm happy not to captain him. But earlier in the season, that wasn't a thing. Basically, I had him and felt like I had to captain him. Now, Gameweek 20 might be different. Zvonimir has only just joined what we chat about. We're chatting about everything that's not FPL, pretty much. Jamie Williams, have you missed much? You've missed 1 hour and 40 minutes. I mean, captain is such a big part of FPL. It's not the be-all and end-all, but it does really help. I've had so many, like, 50-ish weeks, 50 points-ish weeks, with a failed captain. Morata suspended for bookings, yeah, he got 5 bookings. Yeah, Charlie Austin, we've spoken about him quite a bit already. Looks good for next week, not so good for the 2 following weeks. Not always going to play 90 minutes. Captain in Gameweek 20. Harry Kane. Oh, will it be Kane? I want to captain Salah, to be honest. The problem is just always worried that he's gonna get rested, but I think I've got to do it. If I'm captaining Sterling this week, maybe Salah next week. But yeah, Morata or Kane. Jamie's been out for dinner. No worries. What'd you have? What'd you have for dinner? Have I ever had a boojum? I have. I've used to eat them quite a bit, but not recently. Wow, Ramsey. I won't repeat what you've just put in the chat on stream. It's the kind of thing to get you demonetized, mate. Okay, I'm going to pour one last drink. Oh, that means I've got to open up a can though. That's almost like 2 more drinks probably. I might stream until the bottle's done. Yeah, 1 more drink after this. The problem is the breaking the seal. Yeah, the dreaded family Christmas quiz. I love a great quiz. How many shots go down? I don't know. If every shot of this round was a Kane goal this week, how many would you have? I'd probably just drink the Coke. Yeah, good family quiz. I actually had a massive argument on a family quiz once. It was like, my nan's great for stuff like that. And there was a picture around, and the picture was of Will Smith playing Muhammad Ali, obviously in the film Ali. And I was the only one that put Will Smith. And she gave points to those that put Muhammad Ali because she thought it was Muhammad Ali. And I went nuts. I was not happy she gave them points. It was Will Smith. She gave points to Muhammad Ali. Can you believe that? Not happy. I'm still not happy. It was like 10, 15 years ago. Wait, when did he make Ali? I don't know. Still to this day, I'm bitter about it. How can you give points for Muhammad Ali when it was Will Smith? Do you know what I mean? Is the music gone off? Oh no. Turn off a bit. So yeah, I mean, you can't usually have a go at your nan, but that was a special occasion. I've confirmed no transfers. Nope. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna do any transfers. I've said it a few times. What sort of meals do you do on Boxing Day? Usually, yeah, usually like turkey and stuff for lunch, and then buffet food for the evening. All the crap you never buy any other time of the year. I mean, we bought chicken and chorizo cups earlier. I mean, who's buying them if it's not December? Meals that involve sitting in front of your TV, sitting in front of the TV watching football. Yeah, fair enough. I can get behind that. Buffets are decent, gonna be honest. Queen's speech. Oh, do you know what I mean? I'm on an island. No one cares about the Queen. Oh, I'm gonna retweet a video I've just seen on Twitter. Oh man, that is so painful. By the way, for anyone that's just tuned in, we've been talking rubbish for most of the stream, and the fact that it's nearly 2 hours in, it's probably not going to change. If you're here for loads of FPL talk, I'm sorry. Can only apologise. Wherever you are, no one cares about the Queen. I don't know, like, it was always a tradition in the family house, or you know, when I lived with my parents. Never called it a family house before until just then. They'd always have the Queen's speech on at 3. Do you know what I mean? My nan and granddad wanted to watch it. My aunties would watch it. My dad would watch it. But I don't really care, to be honest. But sometimes I feel like I've got to watch it because it was always a tradition to watch it. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, if anyone follows me on Twitter, look at that video I just retweeted. That is... Oh, I can't even watch it. I can't even watch it again. That's so bad. I'm not planning on making transfers tonight, no. I can tell you what I'm probably going to do. I'm probably going to do Maguire to Ogbonna. Have I ever been so drunk that I tried to milk a chicken? No. De Bruyne and Loftus-Cheek or Pogba and Richarlison? Pogba and Richarlison. Wanyama back for Spurs in the festive period. Could be a game changer. Do you think that will affect you guys going forward? I know that sounds stupid because he's not an attacking player, but sometimes you get someone like that in to shore up kind of in the middle of the pitch in defence, and I don't know, maybe it helps them go forward more, gives attackers more of a free rein. I mean, it sounds good for defensive returns. I'm ranked like 90k, best has been like top 5k. Any chance for a personal best? I suppose there is, yeah. I'm better placed than I was last year. I feel like competition's tougher though. Check out the drunks on the left in that video. Let me have a look. Oh, seriously? Oh yeah, someone else falling down. Oh, that's so painful. That video is demonetized, well. Yeah, that's why I'm not showing it on here. Have I ever played pub golf? Yeah, I think I won. I've only done it a couple of times though. I've never done the whole dress up in golfing attire though. I've done the holes. Yeah, get Wanyama and Dembele in the middle of that pitch. Is Adrian a better bet to transfer in and play instead of Pope? Yep, for sure. I mean, again, it all depends on your team, what other transfers you got to make, what the rest of your team's like. But in like isolation, Pope to Adrian, I think it's Adrian, looks good. Yeah, perfect rounds. Although, like, we were never like into pub golf, never into like too many ridiculous holes. You'd maybe get like a hole in one will be a pint. Like, we wouldn't be drinking, I don't know, mixtures of shots and stuff. Oh. So 2 things. 1, go and like the video if you haven't already. 2, go and vote on the polls if you haven't already. Top left, right hand corner, sorry. Hit the I button. I think it's time for the final cracker. The final cracker of the stream. Am I tempted to axe Kane and get him back with a free hit in Gameweek 22? I don't think so, no. That seems way too complicated for me. I just think that free hit is going to be worth much more later in the season. Oh, we'll do this cracker right after we say Connor Stutely. I apologise for butchering the name, but thanks for sponsoring the stream. Much appreciated. How many sponsors do we have now? Let's have a quick look here. You are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th sponsor, Connor. Much appreciated. In fact, I hope obviously appreciate all the sponsors. I hope Dale's doing well. Don't know if anyone follows Dale on Twitter. He actually had a stroke recently. He looks much better, or he's looking like he's getting better. So hopefully he's alright. Shout out to Dale if you're listening later on. Okay, let me see if I can get Candyland on. I think Candyland's still okay to play, but I've got to be careful. Turn up a bit. Okay. Oh, I missed. Oh, nightmare. I didn't even make the noise. So we'll it's been a cracking stream, lads. Cracking stream. It probably hasn't, but do you know what I mean? I can't even get the... Okay. So red hat this time. That's now yellow, green, and red hat. I can't even wear these. My head's too massive. Does that even like fit? Let's put it through. There we go. Probably would have been better with a different colour. And then this one, oh, this is a bookmark. So after thinking the first one was a bookmark, and it's actually a money clip or something, I think this is a bookmark. Looks like a bookmark. Okay. Hang on just a sec. Sorry, excuse the snorting. The joke is coming, lads. Okay. It's the way I tell him in my like deadpan, awful accent, deep, boring voice. Yeah, that's the way I tell him it. The charade is when Harry met Sally. When Harry met Sally. Isn't that the one with the orgasm? Anyway. Joke. Oh, genius. This is genius. Let's see who gets it first this time. I've not been keeping track of who's got it first, so fair play if you got it first. What do you get if you eat Christmas decorations? What do you get if you eat Christmas decorations? Let's see who can get first place. I'm going to try and put my hat on. Come on, what do you get if you eat Christmas decorations? Should be easy. Oh, Connor. New sponsor, Connor Stutley. Tinselitis, straight in. Stevens put tonsillitis, has not realised it's Christmas. Ben is still like an hour behind. Tinselitis. Congratulations. And again, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. But do appreciate the sponsor. Very much appreciated, in fact. Here's a question for you. Will Richarlison get rested? I don't think he... Well, he might do. I don't think it's going to happen this week. Question. What do a mouse, a mole, and a shark have in common? What do a mouse, a mole, and a shark have in common? Let's see if Connor can be the quickest again. Play Jesus Christ. Play me or Calvert-Lewin. I think you play Calvert-Lewin. I play the attacker. I don't think there's a likely enough chance of me getting a clean sheet. I don't think Burnley will concede many, but clean sheet I'm not sure about. I play the attacker, but I know you're a Chelsea fan and you probably think Chelsea's going to get a clean sheet, but if I think the defender's not going to get a clean sheet and I think the attacker's going to have a tough time return, I'll always go for the attacker. Joseph, you've been following the streams for a couple of months now. Great work. Thanks very much. When you win Sky Sports Super 6, no worries. All taste good. They all have eyes. They don't sleep. Nope. No correct answer yet. Come on, people. What does a mouse, a mole, or what do mice, moles, and sharks have in common? I'd probably play IU again ahead of me, although, yeah, new manager. Have S's in their name? Nope. Eyelid protection? Nope. The thing is, I think in that scenario, Calvert-Lewin and me have probably got not too many chances of getting points. So just, unless me is going to get an attacking return, which again seems unlikely. I think Calvert-Lewin's got more opportunity to get that, to get a few extra points. You're probably going to get points from neither. I wouldn't be expecting too many points, and I've got them both. So Gavino thinks that a mouse, mole, and shark, the thing they have all in common is that they have as much chance as winning FPL as we do. That is a correct answer, but it's not the answer I've got written down. I can only take what's written down. De Bruyne and Loftus-Cheek or Pogba and Richarlison, Lord Vader. I think I answered that earlier. Pogba and Richarlison, surely. Gonna give you 2 more minutes to get this question right. I wasn't going to tell you the answer. It's not a joke either. I think it's legit. It's kind of legit, man. I think Loftus-Cheek is... Wait, hang on. Is a solid 5th defender. They've all featured in Christmas crackers. Nope. Replacement teeth. Nope. All produced milk. Nope. Yeah, I think he's solid enough as well. But De Bruyne and Loftus-Cheek or Pogba, I mean, he's not going to be benching Pogba or Richarlison, I assume. So I assume in the De Bruyne and Loftus-Cheek scenario, he has to play Loftus-Cheek. Which is why I go for the other one. They're all hated by everyone, nope. Boom. There it is. Balkanak has Googled it. And all their babies are called pups. Correct answer. Well played. There we go. I mean, there is another 9 crackers downstairs, but I'm not going to get them. We only need a few for Christmas Day as well, so maybe I should have got some more. Astutely Candyland. Yeah, I've actually put on my playlist, which has only got 2 songs. It's the one I use when I make a pre-recorded video. I just play 2 songs on loop just to make sure there's some background noise. Currently no City attack. Do you drop Coutinho for Sterling? No, I don't think so. That's fine. Everyone had Google open to them. We'll let you off. Oh, Atsu pun missed. Oh, absolutely. I thought it was to do with Stutely, the new sponsor. FPL Top Players of 2017 Awards. Oh, I don't know if I can... I don't know if that's something I can think about on the spot. I mean, you got to think Harry Kane, right? Salah. I mean, over both seasons... Who's doing really well this season that also did really well last season? There's not too many players, I don't think. I can think off the top of my head. Sterling, great. Alonso, yeah, fair enough, Alonso. Azpilicueta, I suppose. Yeah, you missed the answer, Ben. Nah, not Mahrez. Yeah, De Bruyne, yeah, fair enough. Sane, yeah. I think we can include probably most of the Man City mids. Not Heaton, but Burnley goalkeeper. In how much time is this stream ending? It's a good question. Basically, I've got enough for one more drink, but I also really need to pee. So I'm constantly deciding, currently deciding whether to keep the stream going, put the break sign up for 2 minutes and come back, or just to end it now and have the other drink offline. I mean, for anyone that's watching not live, you've probably checked out by now anyway. It's 2 hours long, for Christ's sake. When is this stream starting? I don't know. When's the FPL part of this stream starting? Okay, I'm gonna put the break sign up. I'm back in 2 minutes. And we're back. That wasn't too long. Alright. Then we've got one more drink. Ah, perfect. Lovely. Yeah, I saw that question about the Power 5. I did discuss it earlier. I think at this point there was no ad. I could have actually played an ad for everyone not using ad block. But I always forget about that. Oh, decent bit of Coke left as well for this last one. I think Power 5 would be probably right now Salah, De Bruyne, Sterling, and then you've got to add 2 more in. So I think, do you know what I mean? If I had unlimited money, I'd still go Hazard right now just because of Bournemouth and Brighton and Stoke at home coming up, and the fact Morata should play in both of those. So then I got one more spot. That gets tricky then because I probably don't triple on Man City mids. It's Pogba or Coutinho. I want to back the Man United, man. So I guess Hazard, De Bruyne, Sterling, Salah, Pogba, but could be Coutinho. Do you get cash when you watch an ad? Yeah, every YouTuber, every person on YouTube gets money for adverts. Yeah, cheers all. Last drink now. I'm done after this drink. Oh, and I've just spilled it. Not too bad. That's never a good sign. Can you hear yourself? Coutinho or Pogba, no contest. I don't know. I mean, Pogba in 8 games has got 3 goals and 7 assists. Decent. Am I going to get a kebab? No. There is an apple turnover downstairs with my name on it. Why do you drink so much? To be honest, I don't really drink that much at all. I barely drink at home. I don't go out that often. But when I do drink, do you know what I mean? Like right now, it's a good time. We're having a Christmas stream. Everyone's in a good mood. I'm having a few drinks. FPL statistics. It looks like Sterling. These are the people that could rise to like. Jones is in there. Ouch. Sterling, Firmino, Jones, Moy, Quainer, and Dunk, and Smalling. Wow. So I don't. I'm always bad with the yellow and red flags. But as far as I know, Morata can still fall in price. It just takes a lot more transfers out for that to happen. Droppers: Ward, Vardy, Decore, Saka at Palace, Kai at Crystal Palace, whoever that is, Fabregas and Zuma. Could murder a Domino's. I've not had Domino's for ages. There's no Domino's where I live now. Just a dodgy local pizza place. Yeah, work is done. You got an Aguero from Morata only for this game, but you're thinking of captaining him. I'm a little bit worried about Aguero because he's not done too much from open play. He's mainly been relying on penalties. But it does look like he's definitely going to play. I'd say they're going to put loads past Bournemouth. So yeah, why not? But if you've got Sterling, honestly, I'd be tempted to captain Sterling ahead of Aguero. But it's very likely more people will do that. So if you want like a differential, I mean Aguero against Bournemouth at home as a differential captain, in past seasons you'd be lapping that up. It's whether or not you think he can do the business again now. I don't know, I'm a bit undecided on that, to be honest. I don't know if he can. You got De Bruyne. I'd probably captain De Bruyne ahead of Aguero. I don't think Aguero's an awful option. I just don't think he's probably as good as he has been. Have I ever hosted a Let's Talk FPL meetup? You think there's a fair number of followers in London? Yeah, there probably is. I haven't. I'd like to do that at some point. There's a few of the guys like from Who Got the Assist. Them and oh God, I can't remember the name. I think it's Pete. Oh, I can't remember now. That's really awful, isn't it? I think it's Pete, the stats man. They're doing a meet-up. I'd love to have gone, but just couldn't. I've only ever met up with like I met up with the Scoutcast, the Fantasy Football Scout guys, a few times. Now, interestingly, last time they did talk quite a bit about getting more of the community involved next time. Maybe making it like a bigger thing. I don't know if that will happen. I'd love it to. I think it'll be really interesting. Yeah, it's Peter. I knew it's Peter. What's this? Oh, I can't remember who he is. Oh, Peter Blake, that's it. Mathsafe_FPL. He's heading down there too. Should be a good time. I've never seen Mark dance, unfortunately. He did buy me a few beers last time I saw him though. Yeah, I saw that Silver's potentially back in training. I've not seen anything more than you guys, obviously, with Twitter or whatever, so we'll have to see. I think the thing with Silver being back in training, if you don't have him, you probably still don't buy him. If you've got him, you probably save a transfer. Okay, there's quite a few people who watch from Ireland, actually. On YouTube, you can see where people are. Yeah, you can see where people are. Obviously, UK is the most, but Ireland's definitely second best. Geez, it's not second best. Second on the list. Yeah, in big trouble for saying that around these parts. Is the FPL show on a proper TV channel? It is. Not in the UK though. So in other countries where like they have Premier League shows on TV, it's on TV. But yeah, in the UK it's just on whatever on the website. Yeah, sorry, I've just realised I've been playing Candyland basically on every other repeat. No one's really noticed. Norway has to be said. I can tell you right now. How's Luke getting on? Yeah, Luke's getting on great, as far as I know. I think just work got in the way of coming on Scoutcast, where he's not been on recently. Mark, I've been on for over 2 hours. Not going to be on for too much longer. Not in the UK. Yeah, no. So it's a bit like if you're in the UK, you don't get any 3 PM Saturday games. You get them in nearly every other country, including Ireland. It's the same with the Premier League show. You don't get it on TV, but you do in other countries. Don't forget, hit the like button on the stream if you haven't already. Hit subscribe as well if you haven't already. We're up to nearly 6,750. Let me have a look. This ain't even going to be that exciting. I'm going to tell you where people are watching from. Demographics. Why doesn't that show me? Oh wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Playback locations. Nope, nope, nope. Where is it? View agenda. Ah, here we go. Geography. So, oh wow. Oh, was I wrong? So this is for the last 28 days. I was wrong. Ireland is not second. I'm sorry, Ireland. So the UK is the top. I think that makes sense. It's the highest by quite a way. I'm not going to give the actual figures. So United Kingdom's top. Norway is second. Shout out to Norwegians. United States is a little bit behind that. I'm actually quite surprised. Well, I'm not that surprised actually. Fair play US. And then it's Ireland, not very far behind that. And then Australia. And then India, Sweden, South Africa, blah, 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 blah. It gets less and less, as you can imagine. I know that lots of people from Norway play because every now and then I get tagged into a tweet and everyone just starts speaking Norwegian. And obviously they have their own version of FPL as well. This Saturday will be awesome. You have 12, 3, 5 and 8 o'clock games. We do indeed. Although I don't have the 5 o'clock games because you've got to have BT for that, which is really annoying. Yeah, there was Elite Sarian or something like that. I'm going to have butchered the name there, so apologies. But yeah, there was an FPL on FFS for Norway. I mean, I'm not tempted to captain Salah this week. Not ahead of Sterling. Maybe the week after. We're nearly at the end. What you're looking at now, what you're looking at here is the end of the stream coming. I'm so going to regret this in the morning. I've been tempted to buy BT or Air over here, which is what you get the BT channel for. In fact, if I'd gone for Air broadband instead of Sky, I could have had BT Sport for free. I don't know, it just pains me to pay like another 15-20 quid just for BT games. It would tempt me though for this weekend, just for Saturday to watch 4 games. Kane and Aguero brace at the weekend will shake everything up. I actually don't know if Kane's an interesting one. I don't know if that shakes everything up really. Obviously there's a few people within the kind of Twitter, YouTube community that have got rid, but generally I say most people have kept him. So it'll just make them even more sure about keeping him. BT's good value if you like football and UFC. Oh, the cricket, no. Cricket's such a weird sport because I watch it and I like it, but I can absolutely see why people hate it. Whereas when I watch football, I like it. I don't really understand why people hate it, but cricket, yeah, I can fully understand. 7:20, you're in China, it's 7:20 AM, you're off to work. Have a great day at work. I'm off to bed in a minute. I gotta be honest, I haven't watched much of the Ashes. When I was at uni, I watched loads of it actually. Most of them. What we're doing with the Morata, I'm probably keeping him. I'll be honest, I'll put on Twitter what I'm definitely doing. But I think I'm keeping, I can see some good reasons to get rid, but I don't see any outstanding reasons to get rid. And basically what's going to happen with Morata is, up until the deadline, I'll be thinking about getting rid of him. The deadline will come. It'll be done then, so I can't change it. And then I'll click my team for Game Week 20. I'll see him playing Brighton at home with no red flag, and I'll be happy. So I think I've got to keep him. Physio, cheers for tuning in as always. Merry Christmas. I will see you sometime soon, I'm sure. I would not be good at cricket. In fact, I've played cricket. I'm not good. Don't get me wrong, I like that you can watch cricket for like 8 hours and drink beer the whole time, but yeah, I can see why people don't like it. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people do that. They look at what's gone, not what's coming. So let's have a look at Morata, for example. I can't remember because he got injured, obviously. So yeah, the last 2 game weeks he's only played 17 minutes. So you could look at the last 4 game weeks, for example, and he's done nothing. But if you've still got Morata and he's done nothing, that shouldn't matter. It should only matter what's coming. And so he's got 2 really nice fixtures in the next 3. Obviously, he misses 1, so synchronized swimming. Oh my god! I probably football's like up here, and then what do I like watching next? I'm a bit of a tennis fan. Well, I'm like a tennis bandwagoner. When Wimbledon comes on, I really like it. It's probably my second favourite sport to watch, actually. Is it? Don't know. Rugby's good down the pub. I've gotten into rugby a bit more because people in Ireland love it. And I much prefer the Ireland song to God Save the Queen. Sorry. Thoughts on Gray not being banned, considering others recently got banned for diving? I've not seen it actually, so I don't know. MMA, not that into it really. I'm just not into it really. When Conor McGregor's on, he kind of makes it interesting. But yeah, not into it. Do you know what? Am I meeting up with my pals and going to a nightclub? No, I'm going straight to bed after this. Do I watch darts or snooker? I used to watch snooker a lot. Quite any time there was a tournament on BBC Two, I used to watch like most of it. It used to be like, quite interesting to watch, even though it's really not. It's like one of the worst sports to watch. But darts, I can see darts is like the opposite of cricket for me. Like cricket, I'll watch and I can see why people hate it. Darts, I don't watch, but I can see why people love it. I was watching the other day talk about darts, like the pundits. You know, like how you get Carragher and Neville, and they dissect a football match, and then you have like similar pundits trying to dissect the darts match. I'm just thinking, he's just throwing pins at a board. So yeah, it's all in the finger action. I don't know. But to be honest, I can see why people love darts. You just, when you can train in a pub, what's not to like? Dropping Trescothick was the end of my cricket appreciation. Yeah, I dropped a catch from Trescothick once. He hit a 6 in Taunton. I dropped it, but all my friends tell it as the day I dropped the catch. I tell it as all my mates legged it because they were scared of getting hit by the ball. I tried to catch it and failed. Did I watch the Sports Personality Awards? No, that's a load of rubbish. Although I do like following Sports Personality when Andy Murray's done well, just so I can see all the great but he's got no personality comments. Because they're always good and original. I feel like if this stream goes on too much longer, I'll just go on full-on rant mode. Still 230 odd people watching. What are you doing to yourself, people? I saw The Last Jedi tonight. Not going to talk about it. We're only 5 people away from 6,750 subs. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that sub button. Make sure to hit the like button. We're on 211. Be nice to get to 250 sooner rather than later. Your 13, your high break is 57. Is good. To be honest, 57 break is so good. I used to go over with one of my mates and play snooker every Saturday for like a couple of hours. We'd be lucky if we got a break of 9, which is basically red, black, red. You got 580 in darts, fair enough. To be fair though, Van Gerwen, he's got such a punchable face. I can't really watch him. Oh my god. Would I rather, I can't think right now. Would I rather be attacked by a horse the size of a duck, or a duck the size of a horse? A horse the size of a duck, surely. It's so small. We used to play like, when I used to play like snooker every Saturday, we used to play like 4 frames in 2 hours. 5 if it was a really good day. Pope or Speroni? Are we still answering FPL questions? I don't know. So look. Oh, it's got to be Speroni, right? Yeah, I think Speroni. Will my selling price go down on Ward if he goes from 5.1 to 5 when I can now sell him 4.8? Yes, I think so, because you probably bought him for 4.5. Depends what you bought him for. Yeah, you must have... Unless you bought him for 4.6, in which case, no. Could I say if I liked The Last Jedi? Nah. Before I've seen a film, I don't even like knowing if people liked it or not, to be honest. So I'm not going to say. Plus, the way I would describe whether I liked it or not would give away what I really thought. We're done. Cheers all. Let's do the poll. Well, I'll see how many votes there have been on the polls. I'm not literally done right that second, but yeah. No more drink left. Will I have any Chelsea if I do? If I do what? Are you speaking to someone else? So we had about 300. Oh wow, we've had like another 150. Chill out, people. Don't worry. Stream's not over just yet. Not just yet. I meant we're done with the drink. Yes, we had over 300 votes before. Now we got over 400. So we'll go through the polls again quick. Even though I'm sure they're going to be similar. So Morata, 39% don't own him. 30% own him, but they're selling. 30% own, they're keeping. So only 30% in my position where they've got him and they're not getting rid. Kane, 69% still own and they're keeping. 15, it's very close still. 15% own and they're selling. 14% don't own and they're not buying. And 0% are going to buy him, apparently. Make a new drink, nah. I'll have to go on beer. Disaronno after beer is fine. Beer after Disaronno, not fine. Which West Ham defender? 45% say Ogbonna. 44% say Masuaku. That's super close. Was that not Masuaku earlier? I can't remember. 8% say Cresswell. 1% say someone else, apparently. Smalling or Jones? 75% Jones. I think that's even higher than before. 24% Smalling. And then are you going for a power 5 midfield? 44% of you, maybe a bit like me, if I ever get rid of Morata or Kane, working towards it. 28% already on it, and 26% are sticking with 2 premium forwards. So there you go. That is the polls. We're done. Can you tell the rules for selling price from buying price? Basically, for every 0.2 million a player goes up when you own them, you get 0.1. So when they go down in price, it'll depend on whether you lose money or not. Like if you own a player and they go up 0.3 million, you've earned 0.1. If they drop 0.1, you've not lost any money. But if they drop 0.2, you will have. If that makes any sense. I've just drank half a bottle of Disaronno and now Ben wants to do a riddle. You're standing in a field with an aircraft carrier flight. Nah. This should be obvious before I've read it. Stand in the field when an aircraft carrier flies over ready to bomb you. Your options: stand in the middle of the field, run to a hospital, hide in the car, hide in the bomb shelter, hide in the forest. Is it definitely one of those 5 options? See you later, Fars. Merry Christmas. Cheers for tuning in as always. Have a great time in Bristol. Someone's got to get Ben's riddle. Oh, it's going to be so obvious. It's going to be something in the first bit where you've... Oh, hang on. Oh my god. Aircraft carriers don't fly, of course. Ah, Jesus. God damn it. Connor, by the way, is on fire. That's at least the second thing he's got right. I think, by the way, we hit 7,000 followers on Twitter. Let's have a look. Oh, not quite. So it doesn't matter what you do, because the aircraft carrier is a boat. Happy Christmas, Michael. Did Thunderbird 2 have another plane in it? No, he had a submarine. Well, actually, so most of the time he carried Gordon, number 4, like the submarine dude. We did have other stuff in there from time to time. I don't know about another plane though. I mean, he had those things with like a cone on the front, which would drill into the ground. How many followers do you think you need to become a celebrity and go to the royal wedding? I don't know. Probably quite a lot. I think me and Harry would get on well. Let me crank the music up because we're going in a sec. Merry Christmas, Stephen, and everybody. Oh, Jesus. See you later, Zane. I should accept Bitcoin. Yeah, if someone wants to donate me a Bitcoin, I'm well up for that. Actually, that's true, Ben. My FPL rank goes up and down, but pretty much stays the same. So yeah, Matthew, thanks very much for the donation. As always, you're a legend. Have a great Christmas. Have I got a kebab on my hat? Nah, just really bad hair. Look at that. Awful. Way worse than normal. Luckily, it's cooled down a bit up here now. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there. It's been a bumper stream. We've been going for 2.5 hours. That's the longest stream in a long time. Obviously, we're going to Game Week 19 tomorrow. I will tweet my team out before the deadline. Probably just going to do Maguire to Albona. Very boring, I know. I'm gonna roll a transfer, and I'm going to be happy to have Morata in Game Week 20. So boring. I'm even boring myself telling you what I'm going to do. Anyway, that's what's going to happen. You'll probably see me in a video before Christmas Day, but not in another stream. I don't think I'm going to stream on Saturday. It's a possibility, but I wouldn't rely on it. So it'll probably be video on Saturday or Sunday. Boxing Day, we'll probably stream again on the 28th or the 29th, so a week from now. Just because of Christmas stuff. I'll try and do videos where I can. Whether or not I can do a video... Yeah, no, we'll do a video, sorry, between like Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. At least we'll try. Otherwise, whatever you're doing over the holidays, have a great time. Whatever you're celebrating, whatever you're drinking, whatever you're eating, blah, 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 blah. I'm off. I think I need some sleep. Got to be up in 7 hours. And yes, when I go to Tesco's, I will get another bottle of Serrano. But cheers all for watching over this year. I'm going to stream before the end of the year. We won't go for all that rubbish. We're nearly coming up to a year of streaming, which is great. We've had like nearly over 300 people for most of the stream, which is awesome. Thanks for all your support. Just say quickly, thanks to Adam, Jury, Adam Lamb, and Matthew Higgins for the donations tonight. Much appreciated as always. And Connor Stutley, new sponsor, which is awesome. If you haven't already liked the stream, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Good luck in Game Week 19. Hopefully you do well, but not as well as me. Merry Christmas all.